What's up, everybody? This is Mike here, Rogue Comics, and I'm not really. Well, actually, I am. Well, not necessarily. Like I can fake it until I make it. But as far as technical savvy is concerned, I'm mid, I guess. But for some reason, Intel seems determined to continue installing drivers that I don't want installed on my system. And regardless of how many times I uninstall it or whatever, they just keep reinstalling it for some reason, and I don't know why, and I don't know how to stop it. And it's been really annoying. So that ties into all of this stuff. I've been trying to streamline everything, get everything set, and for some reason, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So right now we're on the sometimes it works. So we're not going to jinx it. We're going to knock on wood, and we're going to keep going, because y'all are here to see what Marvel and DC and Image and Dynamite and IDW and Dark Horse, maybe? Not Image. Did I say Image? I don't mean Image. No, Image. Image is on my list. But you want to see what they have. And I'm going to show you right now, because I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to go. We're going to start with DC, the way we always do. And for some reason, I still don't know why they do the things that they do as far as listing their images. This is a store thing. Here we have Absolute Flash number 12. And even though it's here, for some reason, I can't see it on here. I don't know why. See, this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go to here. There we go. Okay. Well, I can tell you that the cover is by Nick Robles, and Jeff Lemire handled the writing, and Robles also does the art. Okay, much better. For some reason, I don't know. Whatever. I'm just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Keep it moving. Here we go. Absolute Superman. Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreira still drawing, which I would really like a lot. Like, keep letting him draw it, please. This is issue number 17. And, yeah, there's two, I believe. I don't have it near me. There are, I believe, Juan handles, there's like, they do the thing where it says like color artist and whatever else. I'm almost positive it's on this, but there's some pages, or maybe no, I think you know what it was, because I looked at this when I got the books on Friday. I think towards the end he gets a little tired, and you can see it, because like at the beginning of the issue the art is very strong, and then as it gets towards the end, and very trippy. No, wait, I'm almost positive. All right, you know what? Don't quote me on this. Again, bottom line is, please keep him on this book, please. Thank you. Here we have Batgirl, number 17. This is the first time you've seen Batgirl in a while since All In started, because I did get the first issue, which didn't sell at all. So I'm going to try it again, because there's a new team, I believe, and it is Brown Ball. I don't know what Brown Ball's first name is, but Miyazawa is doing the art, and then there's Castro and Spicer. So that leads me to believe that if one is not the inker and the other is the colorist, then maybe there's art by Castro in here too, and then Spicer handles the art. But whatever, I can tell you that the cover is by David Talaski, and in here Cassandra gets a new power. And if you've watched the Boys spinoff, Gen Z, or Gen V rather, sorry, then you are familiar with the power that Cassandra gets. And no, it has nothing to do with sausage. Here is the Kayun Eom variant cover. I'll always get his stuff. Always. Always. Here we have Batman number 7. featuring, well, it's a new storyline, Blood and Money, but it features the return, question mark, of the Joker. And in the middle of the issue, there is a 2-page, actually, well, technically it's a 4-panel, so 2 double page, maybe. I don't know. You open to the middle, and then you open the pages again. So there's 4 panels, and it's awesome. Jorge Jimenez. And the Joker's in there. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Got to read the issue. And here we have the Ryan Sook cardstock variant, cover B. Right there. Batman Green Arrow, The Question, Arcadia, book 3. Now, oh wait. Okay. Oh, no. Let me see. Book 3 of 4. Thank you. Actually, you know what? I hate to say it, but that was actually Lunar. The file names I got from Lunar because, I don't know, I got to talk to the DC guy. But yeah, this was issue number 3 of 4, so that makes this the penultimate issue. Oh, you know what? I haven't. Okay. Much better. Here we have Batman Beyond. Well, sorry, if you go by the way it's there. Batman Static Beyond. And this is issue number 4 of 6. And the cover is by Nicholas Draper Ivey. Right there. Miguel Mendonça, I guess, handles the art. Oh, it says Elseworlds up there. Oh, that's right, because I think they do consider Batman Beyond and Elseworlds. That makes sense. Here we have DCKO, number 1, in case you missed it the first time around. Now you got it for the 3rd time, featuring the Absolute characters and Booster Gold, an emaciated Booster Gold, an emaciated and scruffy with a beard Booster Gold, which hopefully they're going to fix. And then we have number 5, which I read, and you should read it, and that's what I'm going to say about it. Here's the acetate, and then that's what's underneath it. Then I have this Daniel Warren Johnson variant, and this Jerome Pena, and this Ian Bertram, and this Ben Oliver, and maybe this Dan Mora bracket cardstock variant, as well as this Steve Skroce Darkseid cardstock variant, and then another Dan Mora ACW cameo cardstock variant, Kenny Omega there. And then last but not least, this 1 in 25 by, it doesn't say who, let me see, hold on, give me a second, wait for my TV to catch up, there we go. Oh, it looks like it's Mahmoud Asrar. That looks about right, so there we go. Here we have, why did it just skip that? Well, here we have Poison Ivy, issue number 42. Another newbie to the new Comic Book Day streams because, again, the book doesn't sell. Why continue ordering something if it doesn't sell? However, this, as you can see, is a new storyline. I do believe, actually no, G. Willow Wilson and Takara are doing it. Takara's drawing it. And in here, Ivy is now the mayor of New York. Or sorry, of Gotham. Whoops. Why did I say New York? Gotham. I mean, technically, that would be Bridgeport, but she's the mayor of Gotham City. And I read it, and it was good. Here we have a Caillou Eom variant. And then, see, this shouldn't be the end of it. And actually, there should have been something before Poison Ivy. But for some reason, OBS, I guess, just decided they're going to skip it. Oh, now I know why they skipped it. Okay, we're going to do this quickly. When I download images from Penguin Random House, which is mostly Marvel. Actually, it's all Marvel. And there is obviously IDW and Dark Horse. When I do that, there are, let me resize the images. I have to, because they don't do what DC does, where they just give it all to us in one zip file. I have to go on Random House's site and right-click Save As every frickin' book that, where is it? Here it goes. That Marvel puts out, that Marvel drops. So this week, I think there was like maybe 50, 60. Let me see. There was, oh, okay. So there was 35 plus the indie stuff, another 21. So that's 56. So I had to do that 56 times. And when I download them, they get downloaded as a TIFF, T-I-F-F file, not as a JPEG. So then I have to convert them and all this other stuff, and it's a process. But for some reason, they decided it was going to skip this. The reason it skipped this was because I hadn't converted it to a JPEG. So I'm also getting this, which is Nightwing. This is the first, I want to say, maybe 6 issues? Maybe 12. 6 or 12. Whatever, it's a complete story. And it's Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo. And I strongly advise getting this because Bruno's art is phenomenal in here. And, yeah. And anybody that comes in, once I get back to the end now, will receive one of these DC, I guess, Connect. I don't know if they're calling it Direct Connect anymore. Used to, because you get it DC Direct Connect. But I think it's just Connect now. So we'll leave it at that. Then we're going to head over to the MCU. Not the cinematic universe, but the comics universe. And here we have... And I saw, because this is the other thing too. When they have the title of this book, it is All New Spider-Gwen, The Ghost Spider, number... I don't even know what number it is because the number's not here. Because, oh, here we go. It's number 8. So it's All New Spider-Gwen, colon, Ghost Spider, colon, and I don't know why they do that. Like, just call her Spider-Gwen. Ghost Spider is not going to happen. Y'all messed up this branding, like, what was it, 10 years ago? No, I think it was even 12 years ago. Y'all should have called her Ghost Spider then, and then people would have been calling her Ghost Spider now. I swear. I don't know who handles the branding at Marvel, but you're fired. You should be fired if you haven't been already. Here we have the Sumit Kumar variant for number 8. Oh, by the way, as I can see on my TV screen here, this one was by David Marquez, even though it doesn't say it on the file name. Sumit Kumar. Then here we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 23. And I want to say that's Ed McGuinness doing the artwork on the cover there. Yes, okay, it came up on my TV screen. This continues. This is chapter 2 of the 9-part Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral storyline. Now, for some reason, when they solicit the books for retailers, this is what I saw for this particular variant cover. This was titled Mark Bagley Classified Target Variant. Now, I don't think it has anything to do with the Target store, but the Marvel.com website had this. Why couldn't they show this to us? Like, what exactly is this giving away where it has to be classified? Oh my god. Shocker. Shocker's in it. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm so glad they didn't spoil that. Here we have the Liber Mayho Amazing Visions variant. Seeing something like this makes all of this nonsense bearable. And you know what? I'm almost positive, don't quote me on this. And now, see, god damn it, now I'm going to look it up. I'm almost positive this, you know what? No, I don't want to get your hopes up. Let me check first, because it wouldn't be fair to you, nor me. I mean, I hope it is. Sounds good. If you look at the cover, you might think, hey, could that be? And I'm about to answer that question for you right now. Let's see. Nope, we're on 23, so we want 24, and then 25. Yes! It's a connecting cover. This is the left side, and 24 will have the right side. And I'm not going to spoil it for you by telling who's on the other side, but yes, that will complete this image, and it looks awesome. Here we have the Ivan Talavera Venom variant, which came close to being a thumbnail. Actually, there were a couple covers that I've been through already that were, but there was only one. And we'll get to it later. And last but not least, we have this Mike McCone Doom homage variant, which is funny. Here we have Avengers number 36. Now, this is a wraparound cover. Y'all know what I got to say about wraps, especially with OBS and the way they work and the way they don't work, I should say. So that's more of the same. And yeah, I don't know why it does that sometimes. It's frustrating. And you know, it is what it is. But this is a wrap, and there's other characters on the other side of this cover too. So if you want to see who's on the other side, you're gonna have to buy the book. Here we have the Farid Karami variant. Not bad. Guess what? All of these characters are in the issue. And then we have this Giuseppe Camuncoli wraparound foreshadow variant. There's something on the other side of this too, because it does say wraparound, which I couldn't wrap around on OBS. Thank you very much. Poor Wolverine. And last but not least, this is the Corey Smith Doom homage variant. And on the back, you see the original cover that they're homaging, which I actually do like much better than what they usually do, which is nothing. Here we have, let me see, where is it? I just lost it. There we go. Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger, issue number 5. Unfortunately, this is the final issue for this 5-issue miniseries. Now, as always, at the end of the issue, they say, hey, if you want more Daredevil and Punisher, let us know. Like, isn't that what the sales do? I mean, you know? Sales figures, you know those things? So basically what happens is we order the books, y'all print them, and then the stores get them. And then if we don't order as much the following month, that means that people didn't really want to buy it. And if the following month after that, the sales are even lower, then that means they don't want it. So y'all should know how much. Like, why are you asking for more? I don't get it. And here we have a Peach Momoko variant, fulfilling the weekly peach or young requirement. I do like this cover though. Here we have Iceman Omega, number 1. Well, technically it is number 1, but it's a one-shot, so there's only going to be one. And let me see. I think it was Luciano Vecchio. Let me see. I'm almost positive it was him that did the art. And the cover, he handled everything, I think. I don't think he wrote it though. Let me see. I'm almost there. Nope, that's last week. Oh, no, March 4. Yeah. That's weird. What's up? Weird. League Comic Geeks doesn't have this book. Is this sometimes? That's really weird. They don't have it on there either. Let's see. Iceman Omega. No results. Oh, that's because that's a C. And it's Omega. There we go. It does say March 4th. Luciano Vecchio. He handles... Wow, he wrote, drew, and colored the issue. He did everything but letter it. And he also did the cover. So there you go. Here we have Moonstar. Danny Moonstar gets her... did she have one before? I'm trying to think. Pretty sure she might have. Maybe it wasn't her by herself, but this is Moonstar number 1. And there will be a number 2. And I think it's... Let me see, does it say? It don't say. 2, 3... Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be at least 3 issues, because there are solicitations for May. So, let's go back to 1. Written by Ashley Allen, with art by Eduardo Aldino. And the cover, Herman Peralta. He actually did the art for the Magic series, and I did like it. Here we have a Joshua Swaby variant and a Benjamin Sue Marvel Comics Presents variant. I like that. I wish they would bring that banner back. It just, I don't know. It just makes it look better. Nova Centurion. And guess what? There will be an issue number 6. I know, right? Unfortunately, I think this might be the final issue. Well, not this one, sorry. Number 6, because there is no number 7. And the May solicitations are already up here. So, this is a 6-issue miniseries. So that makes this the penultimate issue for Richard Rider. Here we have a second printing of Psylocke Ninja number 1, featuring a cover by Art Germ, which was a variant cover when it came out originally. And then we have this second printing variant. Now this is lazy. I don't like this. And you did it to Rogue. I can't tell you how much this pisses me off. Because at least with this here, this is a variant. Now mind you, it was already in a released variant. But if you're going to do a second printing, make the art different. This here, what'd you do that's different? Maybe the logo? I don't think there's like a color difference or anything like that. Lazy. I don't like this. I don't like this. And also, no, you know what? Never mind. You know what I say? What I always say about whenever issue number 2 comes out, you should have, if you're going to do a second printing for number 1s, make sure the second printing is out when number 2 comes out. You know? It's really not hard, guys. Here we have Star Wars, Shadow of Maul, number 1. And as you can see on that little blurb right above Maul's left hand, it says Prelude to the upcoming show on Disney Plus, which there will be an upcoming show on Disney Plus. So this is the prelude to it, as it says there. Unfortunately, I don't know who either of those other two characters on the cover. I can tell you, though, that that's Darth Maul. Here we have the Headshot Virgin variant and the Dan Panosian variant, which was also potentially going to be a thumbnail. And then this one here, this is it says photo variant, but this isn't a photo variant unless, well, no, I think it's animated. Yeah, it's animated. So I guess technically it's a foil variant. I mean, a photo variant of an anime. Like, I don't know. This is what Marvel did. Here we have Wolverine issue number 17. Dan Panosian doing the A cover. Sanford Green turning in a... Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Never mind. A Doom homage. I mean, it's kind of cheating because it's an homage to the Doom one-shot that Sanford did last year. So, but I'll allow it. Here we have X-Men issue number 26. 26. And as you can see on the cover there, well, Jed McKay is still writing it, but Netho Diaz is doing the pencils. He also did the cover. And I gotta say, his art is really improving because it's really good in this issue. So if he continues, like, he's gonna be much better. But I did like it. And then we have this Gurihiru Marvel Monster variant, as well as this Luciano Vecchio variant featuring Kane Marco, aka Juggernaut. Up next, oh wait, actually we have one more X-Men variant by Derek Chu. And I thought about making this the thumbnail too, because Scott, like, they really got to stop shitting on Scott, like, truly. Okay? Just knock it off. Don't do it anymore. It's lame, it's tired, and it's ridiculous. But this is Derek Chu right there. Hold on, you know what? Okay, sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Up next, well, this is the penultimate book because there's one more. And this last one is the book of the week. It is the X-Men Annual. Now, they're calling it X-Men Annual number 1. Whatever. Don't care. But it's written... Here, let me make sure, because I want to make sure. I got to get the credits right. It's written by Ryan Stegman. And the cover here is by Ryan Stegman. And the art inside is Ryan Stegman, Steve Skroce, and Sanford Green. Like, that is... I can't... Like, the art in here is phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is the book of the week as far as I'm concerned. Taking everything else into consideration as far as the art is concerned. Now, mind you, I didn't get a chance to read it. But the art in here is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And that's all I have to say about that. There's also a Sanford Green variant cover. But this is the main one. But it's incredible. It's awesome. And what's up, Adam? How's it going, buddy? And then... I did say this was the last, but there are also 2 posters. There is this Silver Surfer number 1 facsimile edition poster. I don't know why they say that. It's literally just the first issue, but whatever. And then, hey, It actually did it. This is how it should look. This is how these wraparound covers images should look. You should be able to see both sides. But I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason, like I said. But this is the X-Men Unlimited #1 poster. What I specifically like about this poster, if you look, okay, so it's got M in front, whatever. To her right, or sorry, to her left, our right, is Rogue. And then to her left, or her right, our left, is Wolverine. But then you see, if you look where Rogue is, on Rogue's left side, is Cyclops. And then you see Nightcrawler, and then I think, is that Kitty? Can't see, it's kind of smallish here. But nowhere in her general vicinity is the worst character in the history of Marvel Comics. In fact, he's all the way on the other side. See it? So I hope, I know sometimes they like doing these covers where it's like foreshadowing stuff. Please, Marvel, let this be a foreshadowing. Please. Get him out of her vicinity. Nowhere. Like, get rid of the character altogether. I mean, you know what? Fine. I know there's 1 or 2 people out there that might like this trash character. So, if you want to keep him in a book, whatever, that's fine. Just make it a book that she's not in. Okay? Do that. Be better. Alright, let's see. Oh, wait, let me fix that there. There we go. Over in the indie world, we got Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring, issue #6. The final issue of this 6-issue miniseries, as I missed. There we go. Extra large, okay. There is this A cover. Then there is this Fleeks movie homage cover, which is homaging Serial Mom, movie with Kathleen Turner. And then this one here by Beals, and this is a homage to Dr. Seuss. Here we have Disney Villains, Gaston. And this one is cover B by Ted Brandt and Rose Stein. And then we have this one here. This is cover C by Melina Ciccarello. And then this one here by Will Robeson. Godzilla, #8. Godzilla, the Kaisei era, #8. Presetya, I think. I hope that's how you say it. Did this cover A. And then there's this cover B by Urbe. Here we have Jenny Frison doing Hello Darkness, issue #19. James Sticco, Orphan and the Five Beasts, Bath of Blood, issue #3, finally. Not finally because it took them a long time, but finally because they finally shipped it to me. Here we have Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, cover A by Jampol, and then cover B by Mac. I don't think it's David. Here we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, #5, cover A by, oh boy, Nahul Pan. I'm almost positive. I would bet anything that this will probably be the final issue. I could be wrong. It has happened once or twice. Let's see. Why don't they even have it here? That's really weird. Let's try this. Huh. Maybe... Oh, that's why. Because this was supposed to be out last week. Nope. There is a #6. So it'll be a 6-issue. Okay. Yeah. The critically acclaimed miniseries finale is here for #6. So that's April 1st. So this... You know what it is. The penultimate issue. Issue #5. And then there's this cover here by Shuriel. I hope I got that right. Then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Godzilla. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Godzilla. Number 4, cover A by Pei. P-E. And then we have this one here. This one is by Ba, Gabriel Ba. And then this one here by, I think, Jorge Corona? I'm almost positive. Let me make sure. Yeah, Jorge Corona. Here we have Twilight Zone, issue number 5. Now, this cover is by Robert Hack. However, inside, it's written by L. Marlo Francavilla with art by Francesco Francavilla. And the art in there is really good, too. Then we have Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, The Shiver of Christmastown, issue number 3. This is cover A by Jay Lee. And then we have this cover B, which they're calling the Disney Library variant. And there you see Beryl on the cover. And then last, but not least, for the week, definitely never least, ever, we got this little golden book featuring Prince. So, I decided to make this thumbnail because chances are, unless DC decides to reprint the Prince books, the 2 Prince comics they did, chances are there'll never be a thumbnail with Prince. So I said, you know what? Screw it. This is what I'm going to do. So I did, because I could. Let me see. It is written by Nikki Shannon Smith and illustrated by Don Tate. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the stream. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for the 2 likes. Thank you if you're watching on the replay. And as always, if you need to get in touch with me today, would be advisable, because I can't always predict who's going to get in touch with me and what's going to go and when it's going to go and all other nonsense. But the best way to do it is direct.me/Rogue Comics. Because it's the easiest. There's buttons there. You don't have to type. All you have to do is type in direct.me/Rogue Comics. That's it. And then, of course, obviously, you have to type your message to me. So, I mean, I can't do it all for you. But if you want to do it the long way, by all means, feel free. It's Rogue Comics CT on Facebook and Rogue Comics on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Now, I do have to warn you, sometimes, especially with Instagram, for some reason they put them in other folders. I don't know why they have this folder hierarchy set up, but they do. And sometimes I don't look in there, but yeah, I do try to remember that it's there, but yeah. Anyways, you know, it's a shame I can't keep people out. Actually, I could. I think I could. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Nothing else. So as always, new comics will be out tomorrow. Have a great new comic book day, everybody. And feel free, if you are going to get books, and you want to let me know what you get, what you got, what's good, feel free in the comments. And I got nothing else. I'm glad we made it 39 minutes and nothing's crashed. The internet's still interneting, and Intel hasn't tried to reinstall a driver. So, little victories. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Have a great new comic book day, and Take care of yourself.